Just bear with me a second. All right. Hello, 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 and welcome to Stamp with Shel. My name is Shel Anderson, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. This week I am featuring the Fitting Florets collection that is going to be available on November 1st. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous bunch of products. It has the framed florets bundle, which has this beautiful stamp set with floral images as well as fabulous greetings, and a coordinating die set. And for me, it's all about the dies. These dies are gorgeous. You have 3 different ovals, which also cut out the centers. So there's 6 actually, no, 5, I'm sorry. And then you have the die cuts that cut out your stamped image and a couple of accessorial leaf dies as well. It's a clear photopolymer stamp set, so you can see right through it. Then there is the framed and festive stamp set. This is red rubber geared towards Christmas. Fabulous greetings. And finally is these gorgeous gold swirls. And these are, I can't say enough good things. All I want to say is fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. And there is a pack of paper called Fitting Florets. And I'm just going to quickly show you these gorgeous papers. As you can see, I've been into these. Look at those. Beautiful. And the dies cut out some of the papers as well. Okay, so I think I've shown you all the patterns in there. We'll put these back and tuck it away. And we'll pop these out of the way. Now these start on November 1st. For you guys, you can purchase the entire collection or you can purchase them all individually. But you need to know that the entire collection, the gold swirl gems, and the framed and festive stamp set, that's the Christmas one, and the DSP are only while supplies last. So don't hesitate. If you want it, get it, because I don't want you to be disappointed when it's sold out. And I'm sure it's going to be. I would bet money on it. Okay, we are going to do a fun fold today. Yay! This one is going to be a locking gatefold. This paper that I've started with is Evening Evergreen, and it is standard 5.5 by 8.5, and I've scored this at 1.5 and 5 3/4. And I'm just burnishing my folds. You want to make sure they're straight so that your gate meets in the middle. Let me get this. I don't want any overlap, so now is the time to take care. So you know how sometimes when you score on your scoreboard, it's just a little bit wonky. Sometimes that happens. So you want to make sure that they meet, but they don't overlap, okay? So I've taken care of that. I'm going to burnish both sides. There we go. All right. Next, for the center, I have a piece of basic white. And I have a little strip of leftover cardstock here. I am just going to pop that little strip down the side, just so we can decorate the inside. And if you stick around to the end of this video, I will have another sample of this same fold for you to check out. Now, there's just a wee little bit of overhang there. I'm going to snip that off. And then we're going to put that on the inside of our card. Just, oops, like so. All right, pretty on the inside. Now on the outside panels, I've got two pieces of that same gorgeous DSP. So we are going to add these to our front flap, just matching your borders all the way around. Isn't that gorgeous paper? All right, our card base is almost done. Check that out. Isn't that pretty? All right, that's the card base. Now we are going to bring in this piece, and this is where we are going to build our actually, I'm going to set that aside for a minute. I'm going to build the mechanism that puts it together. All right, we have some squares here, and you'll notice that the white ones are scored in half. So we are going to fold those on the score lines. And now let me get this right. There we go. We are going to put adhesive on one side and attach that. Okay, so you have this happening. Actually, I'm going to lift that off. I didn't get it straight on, and you want this straight on. It's a little hard to see on that black mat because it's such a dark cardstock. There we go. So this is what we have so far. Okay. Now we are going to do the same with this piece. We are popping this on here. So this is what we have happening here. We have the seam in the middle. All right. Now we are going to take this other square and we're going to glue this on top. And you're probably thinking, what in the Halifax is she thinking about? Well, you will see, my friends, very shortly. We're just going to line that all up nice and flat, okay? So this is what we have. All right, this is going to slide onto our gatefold. All right, set that aside. Now we have these two pieces which are going to form the front of our card. But we need to decorate it. So I have stamped one of the images from the Fitting Florets stamp set. and we are going to quickly color with dark Mango Melody, dark Balmy Blue, and I know you don't like to watch me color, but I will go as quickly as I can without wrecking it, I promise. I don't want to go so fast that I wreck it and it looks funny. And you'll notice that I'm not doing any shading whatsoever. I'm just flicking the color onto the petals. Because let's face it, the DSP is really the showcase of this card and the fold too, right? This is, we've all done gatefolds before, but this locking one is really, really cool. Alright, I've almost got the flowers done and we'll just have to deal with the greenery. Alright, that was dark Balmy Blue. Now I have light Evening Evergreen. And for this, I am just doing a few of these leaves because this is a really, really dark color. So I'm not using too much of this one. I'm just kind of doing choosing the smallest leaves in different areas. And then we'll do these two here. And the rest we are going to do in dark, soft succulent. And that just gives us enough variation in color that the leaves are going to look different. There we go. And it's amazing how just a little bit of color can totally change what this looks like. All right. So I told you it wasn't going to be too terribly long. I think we got them all. Yep, looks that way. All right, now we're going to separate this, and my thought is that I put one of these at the top and one at the bottom and a greenie in the middle. So by the magic of Facebook, I have another one already colored. See, I didn't make you suffer through that too much. Now we just need to choose a greeting. And I thought Wishes for a Beautiful Birthday was one that we could use super, super easily in here. I think that will fit in there, and we can work our greenery around it. Now, I need my Stamparatus that's buried over here. Let's just slide that out of the way. And I'll put a stamp case in here just to have something to rest that on. All right, so I put that something like that. All right, let's take those out so I don't wreck those. And we need I think I'm going to go with soft succulent and see what it looks like. If I don't like it, I can always go over it with Evening Evergreen. Let's have a look. Oh yes, that's beautiful. All right. We will set that aside and set that aside. Close up our ink pad. We're on the home stretch, friends. All right, I'm going to add some adhesive to the back of this. And this panel is actually going to cover our mechanism. Remember this little thing that we made? That is going to hide that mechanism. So now I'm going to flip this over, and this mechanism I'm going to glue onto the back. And yes, I'm just using Tombow. Make sure that your sides are where the openings are. And we're just going to pop that right in the middle-ish of that mechanism. Now we'll flip it over. And I'm going to grab some dimensionals. Maybe. And put on the back side of our floral swags. I'm concentrating these dimensionals down at the bottom end because they may hang over at the top a little bit. So keep them down to the bottom. All right, take your pick tool to get rid of all those paper backings. And we will pop this into place. And then these backings one more stubborn one. Wow, what did I do? I must have flipped it over on itself. All right, we'll get rid of that one and put a new one on it. More than one way to skin a cat, huh? And then this beautiful swag at the bottom. Now, let's use some of these gorgeous swirls. I think I'm going to put them in the flower centers. What do you think about that? I know it goes against the rule of 3 because there's going to be 4, but I had to do it. I simply had to do it. All right, so what you do to put your card together is you just slide this. So I find it easier just to put one side on and then open the other side and slide it. Okay, now you may have to do a little bit of zhuzhing. There you go. Isn't that pretty? And this slides up and down on your card like so and keeps it locked. And then when the recipient gets it, they can pull it off and voila. Isn't that cool? All right, there's that one. And I have one more for you. I have this one. And inside, And this one's exactly the same, has the same mechanism. So there you have our 2 locking gatefold cards using this new product. It's called the Fitting Florets collection. This is available on November 1st. And remember what I said at the first of the video, some of these items are available while supplies last. So please do not hesitate. If you want this, please order sooner rather than later. I already have some people that have pre-ordered because, like me, they really need to have this set. Okay? All right. Very good. I am glad that you joined me today. If you wish to order, please contact me, andersonshell@gmail.com. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.